Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilman, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahlan wa anta taj'alul huzna idha shi'ta sahlan. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We will be solving May June 2021 0580 paper 22. Before we start the paper, we ask Allah Ta'ala to make the task easier for us. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Question 1. Question 1 basically says the probability that Jane wins a game is 7 upon 10. Find the probability that Jane does not win the game. So it is basically 3 upon 10. Why? 8, 9, 10. So you get 3 fingers. Another method to do is basically you can do total probability is always 1. So you can say 1 minus 7 upon 10. So you can write 1 as 1 upon 1. Now the LCM, you will take LCM 10 ones are, 7 ones are, 1 tens are, 1 tens are. So this also becomes 10 minus 7 upon 10. The answer is 3 upon 10. So you can do it either ways. Moving on, Jane plays this game 50 times. Find the number of times she is expected to win the game. What's the probability of her winning? It's 7 upon 10. So what you do, you multiply the total games with the probability of winning. So 0, 0 cancelled out, 5 sevens are 35. And then hence you're done with the question. Moving on to our next question, we have calculate the fourth square of 0.0256. Since calculators are allowed, you will press the button shift, then this, go back, remove 3 and write 4. Go down and write 0.0256, which is 0.4. So your answer is going to be 0.4. Moving on to question number 3, it says Emma has 15 mathematics questions to complete. The stem and leaf diagram shows the time in minutes, so it takes her to complete each question. Alright, so basically if it's 0 and 3, it means 3 minutes. If it's 0 and 5, it means 5 minutes. 1 and 1, it means 11 minutes. 2 and 0, the key is already given, 20 minutes. Now it's asking you to find the mode. Mode is basically the highest occurring number, the number which has the highest frequency, which comes the most number of times. So let's see. 3, 5, 6, 7 is coming twice, 8 is coming twice, okay, 11, 12, 12, 12 is also coming twice, 13, 16, 16, 16. 16 is coming thrice. 16 is the number that is coming the most frequent number of times. So we will just write 16. फिर आता है find the median. Now the total, how many questions? There are 15 mathematics questions, right? So we'll count it down as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, 14, 15. The formula is basically n plus 1 divided by 2. So 15 plus 1 divided by 2, it's going to be 16 divided by 2, which is 8. So now the 8th term is your median. The 8th term. First term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, seventh term and 8th term. So the median is going to be 11. Moving on, the last part is range. Range is basically the highest number minus the lowest number. So it's going to be 20 minus 3. Highest number is 20, lowest number is 3. So 20 minus 3 is 17. So hence you're done with the question. So moving on to question number 4, it says write down an expression for the range of k consecutive integers. Consecutive integers means that one step by step, step by step. For example, if I were to take 4, 5, 6, 7. How many integers have I taken? 4 integers. Alright, I have taken 4 integers. Now range is basically the biggest number minus the smallest number. The biggest number is 7. The smallest number is 4. So 7 minus 4 is 3. How many integers had I taken? 4. And what's the range? It's 3. So what is 4 minus 3? 1. So the expression would be k, because we don't know the number of consecutive integers, minus 1, because the difference is always 1. I'll give another example. For example, let's take the numbers 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have taken 5 numbers. So let's assume that k was 5 and 15 minus 11 is 4. So 5 minus 4 is 1. So k minus 1. That's going to be our expression. Moving on to question number 5, basically the question says put a ring around the correct statements about the scatter diagram. It shows no correlation, this is wrong. It is not possible to tell if there is correlation as there are not enough points. It shows negative correlation, it shows positive correlation. So it is true that it shows negative correlation since it's a downward sloping diagram. As one thing decreases, the other increases. However, since only 3 points are showed, it is not possible to tell if there is any correlation. The points are not enough. So your answer is this, the second statement. Moving on to part B, each of the 4 lines shows the set of data. A line has been drawn on each diagram. Complete the statement. The line in diagram dash is the most appropriate. Now look, first of all, diagram B is absolutely wrong. Why? Because it's downward sloping, whereas it should have been like this. So we are going to cancel out B. Secondly, diagram A, if you look at diagram A, 3 of the points are above and 2 are below. That's not an accurate representation. Diagram D is also wrong. Why? Because all the points are basically above the line of best fit. So that makes C the most suitable answer, because most points lie on the line. Moving on to question number 6, it says that a rhombus has side 6.5 centimeter. The rhombus can be constructed by 2 triangles. Using a ruler and a compass only, construct the rhombus. Leave in your construction arcs. One diagonal of the rhombus has been drawn for you. So now, first and foremost, the most important thing for you guys to know is that all the sides of a rhombus are same, right? So now we will take out our compass and we will take out a length of 6.5. Okay? We will place this compass over here and let's make an arc, and we have made a beautiful arc. Now again we will take this compass over here as well, and from this side we will make another arc, which is going to be like this. So now we know the point where the 2 lines intersect with one another. Okay, just for clarity, let me just erase a bit of it so that there are no confusions.
Sir, if you don't mind, could you repeat the process in which you made the arcs?
Simple. The rhombus has side 6.5 centimeters, right? So basically it means that all the sides of the rhombus are 6.5. So I opened my compass to 6.5. Okay, I opened my compass to 6.5, and then I placed it over here, and then I made the arc. So from both the sides I made lengths, opened the compass 6.5 centimeter. You guys will use a scale, and then you will guys know how much the compass you have to open, and then just draw the arcs and then connect the arcs with the 2 points. So now what I need is that I need to draw a line. Alright?
Alright.
So from here, I have absolutely bad timings. So from here I will open and make a line like this, and from this point as well I will open and make a line like this. Now you guys need to make another point. Okay, so then again let's go back to the compass, bring it over here, place it over here. It should be 6.5, and make another arc. Okay, and then bring the compass over here and make, I think I should just rotate it a bit so that it's easier for me to manage. Yeah, so then just bring the compass over here, ignore this line, this I had made it for my own use.
Okay,
and then make another arc. So as you can see that these 2 points intersect over here. So what you guys just do is that you guys will connect these 2 points. Alright, just use a scale and correct connect these two points. And hence, by making two triangles, alright, by making two triangles, this is your triangle 1, this is your triangle 2. By making two triangles, you have made a rhombus, and hence you guys will score the full marks, inshallah. Moving on to question number 7, it basically says the reciprocal of 0.2. Alright, so 0.2, you can write it down like this as well. 0.2 is 0.2 upon 1. Now you need to reciprocate it. It becomes 1 upon 0.2. Multiply both the numbers by 10. It becomes 10 upon 2, which is 5. So your answer is 5. Moving on, a prime number between 90 and 100, it's 97. Alright. From this list, write down an irrational number. An irrational number is any number that continues to go on. For example, if I write over here under root 7, look, it's continuing to go on, right? So under root 7 is your answer.
Yeah.
Question number 8, it says find B when A is 5.625 and C is 2. Just plug in the values. Instead of A, just write down 5.625 is equals to B square upon 5 multiplied by 2. So 5.625, 5 2s is 10. So B square upon 10. This 10 will go up there and it will be multiplied. 5.625 multiplied by 10 is equals to B square. And the answer, you will underroot it, because you need to remove this square of B as well. So this turns out to be under root 5.625 multiplied by 10, which is 7.5. So remember, don't write 7.5, always write plus minus 7.5, because whenever you underroot an answer, the answer is always in plus minus. For example, if I write under root 25, it's going to be plus minus 5, not just plus 5. If you don't write plus minus 5, you guys will not get the full marks. Question number 9. Without using a calculator, work out 2 upon 3 divided by 1 whole 3 upon 7. Okay. 2 upon 3 divided by 7 ones is 7, and 7 plus 3 is 10. So this turns out to be 10 upon 7. 2 upon 3, reciprocate it, multiply by 7 upon 10. Alright, 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10. So this becomes 1 multiplied by 7 is 7, and 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. So this is basically your answer in its simplest form. Now write 0.00654 in standard form. Now look, 0.00654. 1, 2, 3. You stop after the first number, non-zero number. So 6.54. Since you went to the right side, 3 places ahead, you're going to write multiply by 10 raised to power minus 3. The number 1.467 multiplied by 102 is written as an ordinary number. Write down the number of zeros that follow the digit 7. Alright. How many zeros will come after the digit 7? So many students get confused. There is nothing to get confused about. The question is basically just asking you, after 7,
99.
how many zeros will be there? Yeah, exactly. So look, 1.467 multiplied by 102. First of all, go 3 places forward. 1, 2, 3. After this, zeros will start to come. There will be only zeros. So that means it was 10 raised to power 102. You will subtract 3 from it. So it turns out to be 99. So after the number 7, there will be 99 zeros. Okay, so 99. Write 0.04 as a fraction in its simplest form. First of all, multiply 0.04. As you can see, there are 2 small dots. Basically, what it means, the number is like this: 0.04040404.
Alright,
so
sure.
first and foremost, consider this as x. Multiply this with 100. So 100x is basically equivalent to क्या कहते हैं आपका 4.0404. How do I know that? Just simply do this. Multiply this with 100. It will go 2 decimal places forward. 1, 2. So 4.0404. Then take x, subtract it from x. X is how much? 0.0404. Alright, subtract them both. So that means 100x minus x is 99x, which is equivalent to how much? 4.0404 minus 0.0404 is 4. So basically the value of x is going to be 4 upon 99. That's how you find these fractions. Question
Correct.
12. Universal set universal set integers greater than 2. Basically it means from 2 the way all the way till infinity. Prime numbers, B is odd numbers, C is square numbers. Describe the number of set in B complement intersection C. So first of all, B complement is odd numbers. Alright, B complement is B is odd numbers. They are saying B complement. So if B is odd numbers, B complement is going to be even numbers. Then they are saying intersection C. So that means all even squares. Now how do I know this? Look, first of all, write down B complement. Let's say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And write down C, which is square numbers. Square numbers are 4, 9, 16, then they go all the way up. So which are common? 4 and 16. So that means all even square numbers. Moving on to part 2, complete the set labels on the Venn diagram. Alright, so basically if you look at the numbers, B. So if for just to avoid confusion, let's just write down the numbers. A is prime numbers. Prime numbers are like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Alright, so prime numbers can't be even numbers. Remember that. Prime numbers are odd numbers. Odd numbers are like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So that means A is going to be the subset of B, because all odd numbers have prime numbers in them, right? Squared, and that makes C over here the square number Venn diagram set. Acha. Moving part B, it says shade D complement union bracket E intersection F bracket close complement. The most easiest thing to do is just write down numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. Now first write down how many elements are there in D. The elements that are in D are 1, 2, 5 and 6. What are the elements there in E? They are 2, 3, 4, 5. And what are the elements in F? They are 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? So there's first of all saying D complement. So let's find out D complement. The universal D complement means all the numbers excluding D. So the numbers excluding D are 3, 4, 7. Then the second is saying E intersection F complement. Let's write down E intersection F. E intersection F is basically the ones common in E and F. The ones common in E and F are 4. It's just 4. They are saying E intersection F complement. So it means all the numbers excluding 4. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now our life is easy. D complement is 3, 4, 7. Union E intersection F complement, which is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now you just write all the numbers together, starting with the smallest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Acha, I just made a mistake. I just realized that 5 was also an intersection. So 4, 5. 4, 5. Alright. So E intersection F complement, we will remove 5 because 5 is part of E intersection F and we want E intersection F complement. So we will remove 5. So we will remove 5 from here as well. So now we will remove 5 from here as well. So the answer to this question is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So we will shade all these numbers excluding 5, and hence you are done with the question as well. Moving on to our next question, it says A, B, C are points on the circle center O. D, A and DC are tangents. Angle D, A and DC are tangents. Angle ADC is 44 degrees. Work out the value of X.
Okay, just give me like
First and foremost, just make a line like this over here. This becomes 90 degrees because of tangent. So you have made a triangle. This is going to be 22 degrees. This is going to be 90. You can easily find this side. 180 minus 22 minus 90. That's going to give you an answer of 68. So this whole thing, this is half, alright, and this whole thing is going to be 132. So this is angle at corner and this is angle at center. If this whole thing is 132, so that means 132 divided by 2 is again 68. So angle at corner is twice angle at center. So X is going to be 68. Moving on to the next question, says the diagram shows a trapezium. The trapezium has one line of symmetry. Work out the area of the trapezium. First and foremost, for question 14, this shaped trapezium, the formula for trapezium's area is half into height multiplied by side 1 plus side 2. The only issue is that we don't have side 2. We have side 1, we have height. So first we will find side 2. So this side is also going to be 15 point from all the way from here to here. We need to find out this part. As you can see, this is a triangle. We will be using trigonometry. This is 62 degrees. This is 18.2. Opposite, hypotenuse, adjacent. Opposite and adjacent come in tan, which is toa. So we will write tan 62 is equals to opposite, which is 18.2 divided by adjacent. Alright. So adjacent is equals to 18.2 divided by tan 62. Let's write that down in brackets. Is equals to 18.2 divided by tan 62. This turns out to be 9.677. So if this side is 9.677, this side will also be 9.677. Because this is also angle 62, this is the height is also 18.2, right? Acha. So now half into height multiply by bracket, side 1 is 15.4. Let's calculate side 2. Side 2 is going to be 9.677 multiplied by 2 plus 15.4, which turns out to be 34.754. Height is 18.2. Just plug this in the calculator. You will roughly get your answer around 456, or you can write 456.4. Moving on to the next question. It says complete the following table showing information about congruence about the congruence of pairs of triangles. The first 2 rows have been completed for you. All the diagrams are not to scale. So basically you have to tell the criteria. For example, in this one, congruent or not congruent. Alright. Congruent means that the shapes are identical. So we have ways to identify. First of all, side, 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 all the 3 sides are same. Side, angle, side, 2 sides, 1 angle are same. Angle, angle, side, 2 angles, 1 side. Angle, side, angle is the same thing basically. So if you look at this question, it says you have 35 degrees, 35 degrees. You have length, same length, same length. You have same length over here, same length over here. So this is going to be congruent. I'm just writing C. Reason being, there are 2 sides and 1 angle. So side, angle, side. Moving on to the second one, 4.5, 4.5, 4 and 5. We also have 5 over here, and we have 4. We have 4 over here as well. All the shapes exist together. If I were to just rotate this shape, it will be identical onto this one. So this is also congruent, reason being side, side, side. Now the last one. Is this congruent or not? First and foremost, this side is also 90, this side is also 90. What you should be doing is calculate this angle. If I were to calculate this angle, it's 180 minus 90 minus 35. This angle is 55. And if I were to calculate the other angle on the other shape, it's going to be 180 minus 90 minus 65. It's 25 degrees. For a figure to be congruent, all angles should be same. That's not the case over here. So this is not congruent. Reason being none. Basically, there is no rule that is applicable. There is no criteria that is applicable over here. Moving on to question number 16. Find the length of AB. So in order to find the length, the formula is y2 minus y1 whole square plus x2 minus x1 whole square. Alright, just label these figures x1, y1, x2, y2. So AB is going to be under root y2 you will write minus 1 and y1 you are going to write 7 whole square plus x2 is going to be 9 minus x1 is going to be 5 whole square. So AB is equals to minus 8 square plus 9 minus 5 is 4 square. So AB turns out to be basically 64 plus 16. Let's put this in the calculator. Under root 64 plus 16, 4 under root 5, which you can write as 8.944. You can write 8.94. 2 decimal place. Find the equation of line AB. In order to find an equation, the first and the most important step is to find the gradient basically. So the formula for gradient is also y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Alright, we already know what is y2, we already know what is y1. So m is equals to minus 1 minus 7 upon minus 9 minus 5. This turns out to be minus 8 upon 9 minus 5 is 4. So the gradient is minus 2. Okay. Second step, plug in the coordinates into the equation. You can either choose 5, 7 or 9, minus 1. Let's choose 5, 7. So just write 5, 7. Equation is y is equals to mx plus c. Instead of y, write 7 is equals to, instead of m, write minus 2. Instead of x, write 5 plus c. 7 is equals to minus 2 multiplied by 5 is minus 10 plus c. C is equals to 7 plus 10. C is equals to 17. What is the equation? The equation is y is equals to, the value of m is minus 2. You will write x with it. And the value of c is 17. So that's your equation. That's your answer. Moving on to question 17, it says find the gradient of the line that is perpendicular to the line y is equals to 4x minus 5. Simply, first of all, rearrange the equation in the form y is equals to mx plus c. That's your first and most important goal. Y is equals to 4x upon 3 minus 5 upon 3. Okay. So basically from this we identify that the gradient of this line is 4 upon 3. Now in order to find perpendicular gradient, just reciprocate the gradient and multiply it with minus sign. So if I were to reciprocate it, it would become 3 upon 4 and multiply it with minus sign. So the answer is minus 3 upon 4. Another way teachers teaches this is by using this formula. This also gives you the same answer. Just write m1 is multiplied by 4 upon 3 is equals to minus 1. m1 is equals to minus 3 because 3 will go up there and 4 will come down. Both give you the same answers. I prefer this one. Question 18. Solve fg x plus 1 is equals to g of x. Okay. First and foremost, just calculate this part. Make your life easy. Calculate. Why is it not highlighting? Calculate this part. Okay. So this turns out to be g of x is basically x plus 4. You want to find out g of x plus 1. So instead of x, you will write x plus 1 plus 4, because 4 comes from here. This turns out to be x plus 5. Okay. Now plug this x plus 5 into f. So f of x plus 5 is basically, instead of writing x squared now, you will write x plus 5 whole square minus 25. This is an identity which the result will be x squared plus 10x plus 25, and we already had minus 25. Both get cancelled out. So this is x squared plus 10x. Now we will be finding g f of x. First of all, g f of x basically means instead of f of x, write the value x squared minus 25 is equals to, and instead of the value of g, x plus 4, right? Instead of x, you will plug in this value, which is x squared minus 25 bracket close plus 4. X squared minus 24 minus 25 plus 4 is basically minus 21. So now we have both the sides. F g x plus 1 is basically x squared plus 10x. So we will just write x squared plus 10x is equals to g f of x is basically x squared minus 21. Both x squared get cancelled out. 10x is equals to minus 21. X is equals to minus 21 divided by 10. X is equals to minus 2.1, and that's your answer. Moving on to question number 19a, it says the diagram shows a shape made from an equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle is one where all angles and all sides are same. From an equilateral triangle ABC and a sector of a circle, point B and C lie on the circle. Okay, point B and C lie on the circle. Center A. The side length of the equilateral triangle is 12.4. Basically, all the sides of the equilateral triangle are 12.4. That's what the question is saying. Work out the perimeter of the shape. Perimeter is basically the boundary. You need to find this side first, this whole thing, and add it with this thing, the boundary. So we already know that this side is 12.4 because an equilateral triangle has all sides are same. Now we need to find this arc. If this side is 60, because equilateral triangle has 60 angles, this whole thing is going to be 300. So the formula to find arc length is x upon 360 multiplied by 2 pi r. So I will write 300 upon 360 multiplied by 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by r. R is going to be 12.4 because all the sides of an equilateral triangle are same. This is the radius. Radius is 12.4. Just plug it into the calculator. 300 upon 360 multiplied by 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by r, which is 12.4. This is the answer, 64.926. So that's not the final answer. So this side is 64.926. Alright, let me erase it and show you as well. This whole thing is 64.926. So we will do 64.926 plus 12.4. Okay. So
Okay.
plus 12.4. The answer turns out to be 77.326. You can write 77.3 as your final answer. Moving on. The diagram shows two sectors of a circle. Okay, one is the minor sector with 41 degrees. Other one is the major sector with 360 minus 40 is 320, 319. Yeah. The area of the major sector is 74.5. Calculate the radius. First of all, just write down the formula once again. Area is equals to x upon 360 multiplied by pi r squared. That's the formula for area. They are saying that the area of the major sector is 74.5. So instead of a, I will write 74.5 is equals to, instead of x, I already know it's 319. But just for, further, in order to ensure there are no errors. Let's do this as well. Yeah. So 319 upon 360 multiplied by pi r square. So just multiply this. 319 upon 360 multiplied by pi. This is 2.783, 2.7838. So 74.5 is equal to 2.7838. This will go over there and it will be divided. So 74.5 divided by answer, it's 26.76. Let me check it again. Yeah. R square. We don't want R square, we want R, under root both the sides. The answer turns out to be under root your answer 5.173. Alright, so you will just write 5.17, 2 decimal place. That's your final answer. Acha. Expand and simplify. Alright. First of all, expand these two sides. This turns out to be 2x squared plus 5x minus 2 2s are 4, 4x minus 10. Then multiply it with x plus 3. Okay. Instead of first multiplying, simplify it. So this turns out to be 2x squared plus 5x minus 4x is plus x minus 10 multiplied by x plus 3. So this turns out to be 2x cubed plus 3x squared plus x squared plus 3x minus 10x minus 30. So this turns out to be 2x cubed. X squared plus x squared is 6x squared plus x squared is 7x squared. 3x minus 10x is minus 7x minus 30. And that's your answer. Question number 21. The force of attraction F newtons between two magnets is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. So basically what they're saying, F is equals to inversely proportional K upon D square. Alright. So you are given the values. Instead of F, write 48 is equals to K upon D square, 1.5 square. You will square 1.5 and then multiply it with 48. Alright, then multiply it with 48. So this turns out to be 48 multiplied by 1.5 square, which is 108. So K is 108. This is going to be F is equals to 108 upon D square. That's your equation. That's the expression. You get 2 marks for this. When the distance between the two magnets is doubled, the new force is n times the original force. Work out the value of n. So first and foremost, just don't do anything. Write down the equation. F is equals to 108. It's saying two magnets is doubled. The distance is doubled. So 2d whole square. Alright. So let's assume that the original equation was, not assume, this is the original equation, n times 108 upon d square. That is the original equation. N times 108 upon d square. So when we doubled it, we will write it as F is equals to 108 upon 4d squared. So I can write it down like this as well. 1 upon 4 multiplied by 108 upon d squared. So what's the value of n now? 1 upon 4. Alright, so that's how we get 1 upon 4, the value of n. Moving on to the next question, it says simplify. Whenever we have a question like this, first and foremost, the equation above, it's breaking of the middle term. So you will multiply 2 with minus 12 first. This turns out to be minus 24. Write 2x squared as it is and write minus 12 as it is. Now tell me two numbers that when you multiply you get minus 24 and when you add or subtract you get minus 5. So those two numbers are going to be 12 2's. Just let's write it down. 12 2's are no, we don't get minus 5. 8 3's are yeah. So now we have to assume, we have to tell the signs as well. So this is going to be minus 8 multiplied by 3 is minus 24. First criteria met. minus 8 plus 3 is equals to minus 5. Second criteria also met. So this turns out to be 2x square minus 8x plus 3x. Now take common. In the first one you have 2x common. This turns out to be x minus 4. Second one you have 3x common. 3 as common. So this also turns out to be x minus 4. 12 divided by 3 is 4. X minus 4 common. What remains is 2x plus 3. For the second one, take 3s common this equation, 3x. So this is also x minus 4. So now write both of the equations, x minus 4 multiplied by 2x plus 3 upon 3x, x minus 4. X minus 4 gets cancelled out. So this is 2x plus 3 upon 3x. That is your answer. Easy. Find all solutions of 4 sin x is equals to 3. Okay, very easy. First of all, sin x is equals to 3 upon 4 because 4 went there and got divided. X is equals to sine inverse 3 upon 4. $48.59. Okay, now make quadrants. Add sugar to coffee or all science teacher crazy. Glad I'm not a science teacher. So you have to find the parts where sign is positive. So one of them is over here, alright, and the other part is over here. So this is going to be 48.59. You can write it as 48.6. And the other is going to be 180 minus 48.59, which is 131.4. That's your answer. Moving on to question 24. It's the last question. Solve. Okay, let me see if there are any more. No. Simply take LCM. 1 multiplied by x plus 9 plus 9 multiplied by x plus 1. Both of them are multiplied with one another. And all of this is equals to 1. Right? 1 didn't have x plus 9, so 1 cried out, I want x plus 9, I want x plus 9, so we multiplied 1 with x plus 9. 9 didn't have x plus 1, so he cried and we gave him x plus 1. So this turns out to be x plus 9. When we multiply, it doesn't make much of a difference with 1. Plus 9x plus 9 is equals to 1, x plus 1, x plus 9. This turns out to be x plus 9x is 10x, 9 plus 9 is 18 is equals to x squared plus 9x plus x plus 9. I just multiplied it. 10x plus 18 is equals to x squared plus 10x plus 9. 10x gets cancelled out. X squared is equals to 18 minus 9. X squared is equals to under root x squared is equals to 9. We will under root both the sides. X is equals to plus minus 3. Majority students make this mistake. They always write plus 3. No. If I say minus 3 multiplied by minus 3, that is also plus 9. If I say plus 3 multiplied by plus 3, that is also equals to plus 9. So whenever you under root, the answer is in plus minus. So plus 3 minus 3. If you don't write this, you won't get the marks. So that's it for today's class. Hope you guys all understood. If you guys have any confusions, please do mention in the comments below. Adil, any confusions?
No, sir.
All good? Perfect?
Yep.
Chalo, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.